Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we are about to find out how well a Chaos buggy can maneuver in our nest today. And let's kind of zoom up and see if we have any kind of idea. It definitely does not look like where we started in our last nest. In fact, it doesn't really look like we can go back in this direction at all. So it's all about moving forward. That's about all we can do. And moving forward takes us right by a poison worm, which is probably going to activate. It's even hard to tell. Yeah, we're kind of at the back and near a corner. So the only way, yeah, we're going to have to venture out of our comfortable, easily defendable position and see what we can find up ahead. So I guess with the Chaos buggy, we're going to burst forward and find out what we have around the corner, and we're going to activate an egg, but we got several of us following up that hopefully can deal with the egg. And it is preparing indeed. And well, the good news is we did find a Triton Hitman, and we will most definitely be able to take out the Triton Hitman, and we shouldn't activate a hatching sentinel unless it's like right here. So let's move up to get a nice close range shot on the Hitman and start clearing the way for our advance. Okay, so we got more hiding out there. This one's a poacher. He's the kind that's also not nice, but he hits a little harder, and it's going to take him a while to get around the corner, and we can move up with him in mind, maybe if we're lucky. Setting an overwatch, I don't have to worry so much about, now I think the poacher, yeah, that's the poacher, the neural pistol. So we don't have to worry about him hurting the Chaos buggy all that much. So we're going to continue with our plan until something else makes an appearance around the corner. And we're going to get nice and close to the Hitman and go bang, bang, bang. With the minigun. So yeah, nothing around the corner immediately that appears massively hurtful. So let's take our minigun and let's fire away. And that's the one I'm looking for. And it looks like we can do a supreme amount of damage. Let's do it. And the Hitman is gone. And fortunately, the Chaos buggy does not have to worry about losing any will by being there in the midst of the mist. So what we'll do is Nefertiti, I think we're going to probably bring you up here and see if your shotgun can take out the egg. Then we're going to have some others helping us out, because otherwise you will get neurally hit. And we will want to have others trying to help protect us against that, or at least be on Overwatch, you know, whatever that may involve. Well, the other option, well, no, because I don't think Servando can one-shot an egg. That's the only problem with our sniper. Well, he has a new weapon. And he can't quite see it. I'm just going to stick with my original plan. We may be moving Servando up to help Overwatch around the corner. If we're lucky, we're close enough I could even quick aim and then move you over. So let's find out. It's all conjecture till we actually do it and take a peek and find out.
Finger on the trigger.
Yeah, it kind of feels like I may have to waste a shot like this. I don't know. No, it still says there's a decent chance to take out the egg with the shotgun. We're just going to do the shotgun. And the egg is gone. Now, Servando, I can get you this far with an Overwatch here. Problem is, technically, the neural pistol guy could stop here to get an angle, and it would be out of our Overwatch. But, you know, it's probably the best I'm going to be able to do with you as far as an Overwatch angle. And we'll try that. Now, is there anybody else who might also be able to get a proper Overwatch? Well, another thing we can do is Stasia. I may run you up here and then also blast out a little spider drone as a distraction. And that, if we're lucky, can help distract this guy too. So, Stasia, let me first move Servando to where his Overwatch is best placed for us.
Let's go.
And then that should help you to run forward a little bit farther to have a better angle to shoot out your spider drone. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. That would distract me. But then there's a lot of things that end up distracting me. So let's put our Overwatch over here and see if we can encourage him to move around the corner so we can deal with him and not take neural damage. And I'm going to push you all the way up to the edges of the Overwatch here, Sectoid, so you're near the front also. We won't quite be able to angle over a grenade, unfortunately, but let's get you farther forward. And finally, we have one more assault, and that is Floki. And I don't think the damage you're carrying is excessive yet. I think we can get away. I think we can get away with not, and I don't want to bring anybody any farther forward than we have to give this guy an angle. Now, of course, there could be something else that's going to approach us from different angles and might be able to shoot, yada, yada, yada. But this is what we have that we know about, and so we're going to try and keep as much of us safe as possible. And hopefully we have enough protection for Nefertiti against a neural weapon. Oh, wait, before I do this, next attack costs 1 AP less. I'm gonna actually hunker down now, because depending on where he positions, I might be able to move far enough forward around a corner, and if my attack costs 1 AP less, we might be able to assist. So this is one of those where this new updated hunker down, we might be able to see it work to our advantage. So let's give it a try and test it out. All right. Okay, so a hatching has occurred. And we got a nearby Mindfragger. And we did get the Overwatch. And he's not going. Oh, man. He ignored. Because oh, man. Well, we tried to take him out. And Nefertiti, you may be left behind until that stuff wears off. But you won't be forgotten. Oh, another one. And he's trying to be fancy using our Chaos buggy. At least he can't hit the broadside of a barn. Thank goodness for that. All right. So we have a Mindfragger that's going to be a little bit of an issue. And I think the spawning sentinel, there's at least one hatching sentinel over here. I'm going to put this here. Probably can jump right over a spider drone. What do you think? But I'm going to see if there's other things down here we can see. Yeah, I think I remember this walkway now. And then right around the corner over here is the hatching sentinel. I don't know if that's really going to block them, but it's what we have right now, and it's what we're going to do right now. And what we're going to do here is take a couple shots. And this guy is, he may have a pain chameleon torso, but he's going to feel the pain that we're about to apply. And then I'm not going to shoot at the other poacher because we might hit ourselves. But there is another enemy out here that we just might be able to hit. Well, we're going to take out his shield at least, and then we should have follow-up with somebody else. If we're lucky, enough of our shots hit his softer parts of his body. Okay, so we didn't quite take out the shield either. We did hit him in the leg, so we hurt him. But I think we'll have enough from others to be able to deal with them. Sectoid, since you're the least mobile, you will get the duty on this poacher. And it is 2 actions for this shot, so you'll still be able to move in addition. So that is a nice little piece to that new perk, Hunker Down. Now, that guy could probably just move. I'm hoping he's blocked. We can't guarantee that he'll be blocked, so I'll need somebody nearby to at least... Yeah, to at least get the Mindfragger off if it's able to jump upon you. Or I can just come here and hunker again because I have the will. It says 2 will point, but you're still at max will points, so maybe I just come here and hunker again? Yeah, sure. We don't know what else is going to appear. Let's be ready for it. And unfortunately, in Nefertiti, there's not much that you'll be able to do with one action. So the only good thing about being paralyzed is, you know, your health is fine. You haven't lost any body parts, you know, all of the above. I'm going to try and see what this shot looks like for you, Servando, from here. Oh, you know, I hate through the mist. It's hard to see what we're shooting at and how much of a chance it gives us. Maybe we'll get lucky and you'll miss the shield and hit a body part. Well, it looks like you took out his shield. He's now got poison and bleeding. So I can't remember if the poison takes off a straight 30 and then drops, or if it takes off like 10 and then drops to 20. Yeah, I can never remember how the poison works until I start playing with poison for a while. So there's a chance this guy bleeds out. There is a nice chance. So that means I then have some others. And the only problem, you know what I'm going to do? I've decided to do this just so we can clear a path, potentially, for Stasia. Except that's so close. You're so close. I was going to say, let's throw a grenade in there so we have no mist in the way for Stasia to get through without being exposed. Because right now we move through the mist and we are seen by everybody. So I think I'm just going to move forward, and I might be able to get a shot over there if we feel we need a reassuring shot. But I think I'm just going to put out another spider drone at this point and keep you hidden for the time being and not quite go into the mist yet. And where's most likely do we think an enemy will come from? Well, it's a who knows kind of thing, so we'll put one here. And then Nefertiti, we're just going to move you a little farther forward so you don't fall too far behind. Little by little, you'll start gaining actions back as time goes on. And then finally, we have Floki. And I think what we'll do as a backup, just in case, is I'm going to put you right here on Overwatch in case the Mindfragger is able to leap over. I just, you know, I can't recall with 100% certainty if it is blocked or if it will be able to crawl right over the spider drone. So you'll lose a little will.
I'm going.
And we'll have to deal with that, but I'm going to use Overwatch here against that potential Mindfragger coming at us.
Got you covered.
Okay, he did die. The poison does take off enough right off the bat, and we have a worm coming in that direction. We have a we got stuff coming all over the place. So it did block it, so that's good. That is awesome to know. And if let's face it, I think both hatching sentinels must have been activated. So that means one's here because of the eggs down at this end. But the eggs that hatched way over on this side are far too far away. So there could also be down more in this direction another sentinel. So we're going to have to start moving with that in mind. Now, Chaos Buggy, how far? You can get around in this area. So let's do an initial move here. And let's just drive you all the way and see what you see. Because we know a mind fragger and some worms aren't going to hurt you in any big way. So, there you go. So the other sentinel may be down this way. It's hard to remember every single map out there, isn't it now? And let's bring you here so we can see exactly what we're dealing with here. And maybe what I do with this spider drone, yeah, I don't know if we would kind of get both of them or not. I cannot quite, the explosion range is not big enough there, but I have a chance if I bring the spider drone here to hurt both of these. And anything we don't take care of, perhaps, we can pick up the loose ends. Yeah, there we go. So the worm is gone, it sounded like, and this guy's gonna bleed out. And we disabled probably his head is what it looks like, so he's a non-factor. So we do have this one, but he, well, depending on how we move, he's far enough away and we don't have to worry about him. I'm gonna bring the Spidey drone here to start gaining sight in here, and there in fact is just what we expected. And I'm gonna eliminate, now that we have vision over here, I'm gonna eliminate this one too. Alright. Now it's time for some of us to get a moving. What is your will looking like? You only took a hit of 2 will. That's not bad at all. Now, Floki, what I'm thinking is I'm going to bring you up here probably just to be the overwatcher against that thing. And then I might just throw a grenade to try to be able to sneak Stasia through there without being exposed, because there will be reinforcements and I would like to keep her unseen. Well, you know what? I'm going to bring Floki here. Now, the enemies could come through there. That's a risk we're taking, but I'm gonna set up Overwatch against the oncoming, and hopefully this one, this one's gonna bleed out. So hopefully if the other Mindfragger comes towards us, we have the answer.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Everybody else, well, maybe not everybody, but others of the group here. Now, how many actions do you have back, Nefertiti? Still only 1.
I'm prepared.
So I think what we'll do is we're going to try to throw this grenade right here, see how much of this mist we can blow away, and see if this will make a path for Stasia. And it's hard to know for sure if there's a little mist here that we'll be going through in the process, but we're going to start coming around here for the hatching sentinel there. And the only nice thing is they both got set off. I'm almost 100% positive that they both got set off. I'm also going to overwatch here. We'll just do a nice close overwatch in case the Mindfragger breaks through. And then Stasia, we're going to come here and do our final spider drone up this way. So we can just confirm that we have the other hatching sentinel like right over here, which is where I believe it is. And I think, is that everybody having moved? Yeah, so we're just gonna run you up here, Nefertiti,
heading out
as your paralysis slowly wears off. Yeah, the Mindfragger thinks he's cutesy, running over there. I'm going to come here and see if we can see our other friend. And we have found our other friend. So let's get our better angle by moving up here. And let's start the shots, because yeah, he's also, just as suspected, hatched out. Not quite a kill, but it almost is. And there's probably nobody else that could reach and run far enough this turn, so it's going to take a couple turns to get ourselves in position to take these things out. But at least we'll be able to deal with everything in the meantime. So I'm going to get you, Sectoid, running over here. Hopefully there's no miscellaneous worms and mindfraggers to come at us.
Making haste.
And Servando, I think I'm going to bring you over here to do a little pistolero action on the worm. Looks like he could be behind a rock, but we should for sure be able to hit it from here.
Ready to engage. Is that really the best they can do?
Now, you're out of ammo, but I'm going to use you only as a shooter anymore. And I think we will clear our path. Well, actually, we don't even need to run to this thing anymore. We no longer need to run to this thing anymore. And by the way, there was a puff of smoke here, so you are hidden. Or are you? I don't see the green symbol. Oh, it only shows up when you're picked. So that running through that little puff of mist did not expose you. Why don't we come back this way to help out and be nearby in case there is a hidden mindfragger around the corner, so we have somebody to get the mindfragger off.
They can't stop me.
And then we'll have nice backup shots. And Nefertiti, there you go. Loki. Yeah, it's probably going to be just as quick to run through this way to try and get things. I just am nervous about more worms or things coming at us. So we'll just do this and try to protect ourselves against the unknown. And this, actually, I shouldn't have to destroy the spider drone. This may just lock him in there. How about that? We proved that they can't jump over spider drones last time. So let's see if that works. Oof. All right, I think we're in great position to end this. All you got to do is step out here. If you don't quite kill it, we got Stasia following you up.
Targeting.
To seal the deal.
Enemy hit.
Stasia, let's get back down to you. Yeah, 2 shots to be sufficient. We might only need 1. Let's find out. Oh, we'll want the 2, and that's fine. We got our 2 shots.
Gotcha. Let me see.
And Nefertiti, unfortunately, you're still down to 1 action, but we have the end in sight right here. Except I don't want to shoot that thing. All of a sudden I'm thinking I was almost just going to press shoot without thinking that, oh, wait, we aren't aiming at the right thing. Super duper, we got Servando up to level 5. We're going to have to see what that promotion level gives him. I can't remember off the top of my head. Well, a potential background perk is available. We can make him paranoid as if he isn't already enough. But let's get going. Alrighty. We have neutralized the nest. And looks like we are capped at 24% here. Everybody else is at nice levels also. And let's keep making these guys happy as long as we can. The first initiation. A mysterious being known as the Apostle to the Once-Born, a servant of the Exalted, has passed by our base, leaving the following message. What is the nature of a human being? Can we change? Is the fault in our souls, where it may never be reached? Or is it in these broken bodies of ours? Perhaps the Phoenix Project can be a vessel of change. It is not up to this humble apostle to make such a decision, but I wish you well. May your actions please the keeper of the threshold. He will seek you out when you have shown your worth. Looks like we've started working our way up the hierarchy of the disciples.
Good to be working with you. If we're going to save the world, we'll need all the help we can get. At this stage, we've granted you low-level access to our network and set up a liaison office to work with your people. But, as I'm sure you can understand, we need to take things slow at first. Your organization has a reputation. It's hard to know which side you'll take, and we need to know that you share our values.
Aha, we come with a reputation. How about that? So I'm going to just say, yeah, I understand.
At the moment, we're setting up a mission to recapture an old satellite control base. What for? Well, there's a saying in New Jericho, Tobias West always has a plan. And he has a plan for the equipment and the data we can get from that base. You'll find out more when the time is right. So, are you up for it? We'd really appreciate your help.
So we did go ahead and we lose 10 with Synedrian and the Disciples of Anu, but this is my hope in this game and why I didn't mind making this choice right now. With all the mist being so tightly compacted, we're going to get more than what I'm used to as our fair share of Haven defenses. And you saw with the Haven defenses, and you saw with the potential nests we will then get access to, we can gain back this rep that we're about to lose. I think we have a higher chance of gaining things back early on here. And if I have the opportunity, I'll accept all three of the factions first level here, because it starts upsetting different people, these first level missions in different ways. But I think we can overcome all that. So I'm still going to push ahead and make all of them available. That's my plan right now. And I still think it'll be doable to get everybody up to that first, well, potentially 25% threshold of attitude. So we'll see if I'm making the right choice or not. But that's my thinking at the moment until it changes.
Synedrian probably seems strange to you. Trying to build a better world, a world radically different from the one most of us grew up in. Well, I'm sure it sounds very utopian. But why do we so easily accept the world getting worse and can never imagine it getting better?
Yeah, and here we go. We're going to have the same situation here. I think on this particular one, I can definitely change attitudes with different factions based on what I choose. Unlike the beginning of the first contact with the Disciples of Anu, no matter what I say, it doesn't impact reputation, whereas this one might, if I recall. You know, I seem to recall there's not a lot of hits that'll take place on these, or if they do, they're very minor. And I just want to basically, I could probably, I'm guessing the world never gets better. Now, I'm just going to go with the one that I know gives me improvement. We'll start climbing back up with Synedrian. This is the Synedrian likes us kind of choice, I believe. And hopefully nobody else dislikes us for making this comment. The world can definitely be better. Yes, okay, that worked.
Our values are aligned, at least in this matter. Please keep thinking about what kind of world you want to live in. Maybe we can build it together.
Alrighty then. So we're already back up to that 9%. That wasn't too expensive of a mission, so our supplies are adequate for the moment. And this is what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to do the promotion because I'm curious. We could pick up Paranoid, but this one, Master Marksman. Accuracy with a proficient weapon is increased by 30% when there are no spotted enemies within 10 tiles. So if we're acting as a sniper and not near enemies, we get extra aim by 30% with any proficient weapon, like a heavy weapon if we were to pick it up. But I'm picking up Master Marksman. Boom. We will probably also pick up Paranoid at some point, but I'm going to hold off spending anything else right at the immediate moment. What would be nice, I'm going to dip into the pool by two just to give you an extra shot of strength. And the reason being, well, make it harder for you to die. But secondly, I would love to not just have to shoot the subjector. I would like you to have the strength to be able to carry a backup weapon. And let's see do you have that strength now? Yes, you do. there we go. That's what I was hoping for, and you still are able to carry the med kit. So actually, I'm going to put that as your main weapon now, and then we have the subjector for special case shots after that, when we want to add a dose of poison or a slightly harder hit at 130 versus 110. So we have a couple options now on the sniper range. And there we go. So I think from everything I see here, let's check our research first. We got to check all that. It says there was something new. I could have sworn it told me there was something new out there. And I don't... Oh, the worm egg. The worm egg is new that we can research. And that gets us more... I'm going to put it in there because it gets us stuff like the Pandoran Colonies one. I'm not going to go ahead and spend anything now because we're trying to build up colonies. Now, last time I did build... or I started construction, on a research lab, so that's covered. So we're trying to just build up resources for all the other doodads that we need beyond the far M. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to build the first one. It won't be able to be built for, over a day, 1 day, 9 hours, but I'm going to at least get it in there and spend part of our funds because I can afford it. We're going to get our first jetpack. So at least one of our heavies can jump and be mobile. So that's in there. I'm going to have all my heavies out there fighting and arguing. I deserve to have the first jetpack. I'm prepared to start reading your comments. So let's get back and let's get moving. Now this is what I'm thinking is I'm going to double check. I'm going to fly back here. Well, the question is the Chaos Buggy strong enough to put up with the heavy hitting assault it will end up taking from the New Jericho weaponry here? Or do I need to get it fixed? I think what I'm going to do is go right back to where the original plan was back here and get this mission done at last. It's kind of been a thorn in my side. Every time I seem to come up here, something seems to happen. So let's just do it and get it out of the way. All right, this is undefendable, and I can't remember. I think I read that already once when we first got here once before. And let's take a look at the team we have to take out on this and make sure there's nothing else I want to do for them or give them in preparation for this mission. Now, your strength is up to 20 now, so you should, and I also definitely want to get a grenade launcher going for all of you. But we got backup ammo, we got med kits, we got multiple grenades. I think you're fine, and to be quite honest, I'm not quite yet gonna spend that because I don't really need it on strength. That's what we can actually afford without dipping into the pool. The willpower is okay-ish for this point. Yes, you could use a little more speed, but we're not gonna do it right now. Loki, you can pick something up. I may spend one of those because even with the promotion, I think we'll have enough for ready for action. And nurse is not one I have to pick up like immediately. So we are going to just do this. And I got to look back here. We are at 30. So we are over 30 stamina. So nobody at the moment that I'm looking at will have will points impacted by delirium. We're right on the border, but we won't have it impacted by delirium. So Floki, I'm actually giving you a little spot of strength, and that's your turn. It means you're barely over encumbered. I gave you that extra med kit and then proceeded to not use it because I determined, well, he's really not that hurt. So we're kind of going the same way with you. And I'm going to keep this as our main weapon just so I don't accidentally use up this one and start having it malfunctioning earlier than it needs to be. So we're going to go that way with you, Loki. I still think this mix for you at the moment, is a beneficial mix, Stasia. Let me know if you disagree, but I think this is pretty balanced for us right now. The other thing we can do, I haven't run through all this ammo. We could always take out 2 bits of ammo and carry another med kit if we thought that was a smart thing to do. But this is, you know, this is where I could, because of all their armor, I'm going to lean towards having more spider drones, which can impact the New Jericho armor a lot more so than an arrow quiver full of crossbow arrows is going to. So I think I'm going to do it and lean that way. Servando, we have plenty of ammo. We got good pistol. There's nothing else to spend on you. You just got recently promoted. Nefertiti, your paralyzation is gone. That's a good thing. And I'm not going to reduce your carry weight right now. You're the one with the extra med kits, and that's a good thing. Yeah, you can carry everything I need. I'm just going to hold on to the SP. I'm not sure how and where exactly I'm going to want to spend it next, so we'll just hang on to it in case our next promotion starts we work our way towards that. Well, it's probably not going to happen on this mission, but there you go. And the Chaos Buggy has a backup med kit. We'll just keep a single backup med kit on there, because plenty of the rest of us are carrying med kits, so I think med kit wise we're going to be okay. All right, so we are ready for the upcoming mission now. I'm hoping we are prepared to. It's going to be a tough mission because got to remember that at least one of the New Jericho soldiers is going to have rockets. And hopefully, if we're lucky, it is only one. It just depends on everybody's rank of that they come in with and the ranks of the heavies, if they're going to have more. So I guess we're going to find that out next time, though, because we have done our battle for today, but we are all prepared now to battle hard next time and try to start gaining access to cybernetics. Hope you enjoyed today's mission. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.